Hello everyone and welcome back to another tutorial. My name is Divine and in today's video I'll be showing us how to go about the cutting and the sewing of this beautiful button down flare dress with a V neckline, a pocket and a snatched waistline. So guys, if this is something you're interested in, don't forget to like this video, share and subscribe to the channel if you've not done so already. So I have 3 yards of my fabric here and the width of this fabric is 60 inches. So 3 yards by 60 inches. I'm going to draft out my pattern first for the upper bodice. So starting from the top of my paper, I'll come down to mark my apex. So we'll not be needing our chest line measurement. I'll come down from the top to mark my apex, which is my nipple point of 9.5 inches, my length under bust of 12.5 inches, and my half length of 16 inches. I'll get a straight line. So the measurement I used is displayed on the screen. We need to draft out just the upper part of this dress. So we have the apex, which is the nipple point. We have the length under bust and half length. Next, I'm going to mark my nipple to nipple measurement divided by 2. I'll mark that on my apex line all the way to my half length, then draw out a straight line. So this is 3.5 inches for my nipple to nipple. Then on both sides of this nipple to nipple line, I'm going to mark ½ inch and connect the ½ inch from the half length to the apex. So this is our dart of 1 inch. Next, I'll mark our bust measurement divided by 4. I'll mark that on my apex. Then mark my round body measurements divided by 4. I'll mark that on my half length line. Then measure what I have for my dart, which is 1 inch, and replace it. Because we are going to be cutting off this dart, so we need to replace it. Then connect the 2 points together like so. Next, I'm going to mark my shoulder measurement divided by 2, which is 7.5. Then from that 7.5, I'm going to mark my sleeve length of 10 inches. So this sleeve is cut together with the shoulder. So from the shoulder, mark 10 inches. Then from that sleeve point now, I'm going to come down to the apex line. I'll get a straight line from that sleeve length. I'll use the dotted lines to do this. Get a straight line from the sleeve length all the way to the apex line. Then from that apex line there, I'll go inwards with 2.5 inches. You can use 3 inches for this. I went inwards with 2.5 inches. Then I'll connect these 2.5 inches now to the shoulder line like so. So this is the shaping of our sleeve. Then I'll be blending the sleeve to the body of the dress, to our bodice now. So this is how I'm going to curve it. So this is what we're having. Next, I'm going to mark our neck width of 3 inches. But before that, I want to mark out the curve we have on the under bust, because this has an under bust shaping. So from the length under bust line, I'm going to go upwards with 2 inches from the center front. Then blend the 2 inches using my curve back to the nipple point like so. I'll blend that 2 inches to touch back to the length under bust line. So this is the under bust curve we are having for our dress. Then I'm going to decide on how low I want my neck depth to be. So I'm going to use 8 inches here. The style on the thumbnail, the neck depth goes to the under bust marking. But I don't want mine to be too low, so I'm going to be using 8 inches for the depth. You can use a straight line to connect or use a slight curve for the V neckline. So this is what I'm having for the neckline of my dress. I'll go ahead and add my seam sewing allowance. I'll add ½ inch on the lower part, 1 inch on the side, and 1 inch on the sleeve to roll the hem of the sleeve. And for the neckline also, I will add ½ inch. So ½ inch here, 1 inch on the side here, 1 inch for the sleeve here. Then on the neckline also ½ inch. I'm going to be adding ½ inch on this shoulder line where we are cutting on fabric. So now to draft the back pattern, what I'll do is to mark out our apex line, our length under bust line, and our half length. I'll mark that out just like we did for the front bodice. So from the top of my paper, which is my shoulder line, I'm going to come down to mark my apex of 9.5 inches, my length under bust of 12.5 inches, and my half length of 16 inches. After which I'm going to mark my shoulder measurement divided by 2. I'll mark that out, then mark my sleeve length of 10 inches from that shoulder line. And just like we did for the front, I'm going to mark a dotted line all the way to the apex line. I'll get a straight line. I'll get that point. I'm just going to use dotted lines to represent this. Then from that apex line, I'll go inward with 2.5 inches. So what you did for the front is what you do for the back. Then on my bust apex line, I'll mark my bust measurement divided by 4. I'll mark that out. And on my half length, I'll mark my round body measurement divided by 4. So when you're marking out your measurements, if you want your dress to be a little bit bigger, you can add ½ inch ease to your measurement. But if you want it fitted, you don't need to add ½ inch. Use your normal measurement and be blending like so. Next, for the neck width, I'll mark 3 inches, and for the depth, I'll mark 1.5 inches. I'll connect it. You can use any neckline of your choice for the back, but I want it to be curved this way. I'll go ahead also and add my seam allowance, ½ inch on the lower part, 1 inch on the side, 1 inch on the sleeve length. Then on my fabric, I'll be adding ½ inch at the top, the shoulder line. So I'll go ahead and cut out my front pattern now. So because this is a button down dress, we are going to be having a button overlap of 1 inch. That is, the button on the front side of our dress is going to be overlapping with 1 inch. And I did not add that allowance on this pattern. So I'll be adding a piece of paper at the center front here and tape it down. Then from the center front of my pattern, I'll come out to mark the button overlap of 1.5 inches. Please take note of how I'm adding it. 1.5 inches, ½ inch for sewing allowance, and 1 inch for the button overlap. And this button overlap, it is not cut out of the dress, it is cut together. So there's no sewing line on the button overlap. That is why we need to add it to the measurement of the front bodice. We're not cutting out this button overlap. So by the time we sew ½ inch, we'll be left with 1 inch here, which our button is going to be sitting on at the front. I hope you understand. So add 1.5 inches to the center front of your pattern. Then I'll blend this part like so and go ahead and cut out the under bust. So I'm going to label this. This is the button allowance or the overlap. Just label this out. This is the center front of my pattern here, the upper part. You need to label this so it's not confusing. Now we need to get rid of this dart on this lower part. What I'll just do is to fold it like so. I'll fold it, then tape it down. So we've eliminated the dart at that point. So when we're cutting this on fabric, we're going to be adding ½ inch seam allowance at the top. This upper part will be adding ½ inch seam allowance. Now for this part, I'll go ahead and cut out this dart. And we are having pleats on this bust, under bust area. But the dart we're having here is too small to give us pleats. So we need to do a little bit of slash and spread at this point, so we can have more pleats on the under bust area. So from my top of my pattern here, I'm going to get a point. You can get the midpoint from your neck width to your shoulder. Mark the midpoint. Then connect that midpoint to your apex where you have your darts. Draw a straight line. Then cut through. So make sure you don't separate it, just close to the end. And this is what we're having. So by the time we spread out like this, we're going to be having more fabric there to make pleats on the under bust. So I'll place a piece of paper underneath this so we can spread out. I'll tape one side down. Then from the hem here, I'm going to mark, from this point here, I'm going to mark 2 inches for the spreading. You know what we had there before was like half inch, but now I want to have minimum 2 inches. You can use 3 inches. If you want more pleats there, you can increase your spreading, but I don't want it to be too much, so I'll be adding just 2 inches. I'll tape it down, then cut off the excess. So when cutting off fabric, I'll be adding my seam allowance on the lower part and on the shoulder part of half inch. And we're going to be having our slit here of 7 inches. I'll show us that as we go about the sewing of the dress. So you can see what we're having. We're having an excess on this upper part, and by the time we pleat, it's going to come back to the original position. So this is it for the front of our dress. Now for the back, I'll add my half inch seam allowance on the neckline. I'll go ahead and cut out my pattern. You can have any neckline of your choice at this point. I'm going to be having my slit of 7 inches. I'll be showing us how to do that also. We'll be adding our sewing allowance at the shoulder line here. This is our center front. This part is going to be on fold. So we're going to fold our fabric into 2 when cutting on this part. Next, you can decide to leave your back full like this, and you can also decide to cut from the under bust of the back also, just like we did for the under bust of the front. So after cutting it out, I'm going to label this pattern. I will label the center front, the upper part, so we know we don't turn it upside down when sewing. So after labeling it, one thing I would like to do lastly to this center back of this back pattern, I'm going to go up with 1 inch from the center back. Go up with 1 inch and blend that 1 inch to the tip, to the side like so. Blend it to the end of the side like so, then cut it off. This will help to reduce the length at the back of the dress. If not, the back of the dress will be too long and there's no bust that, so just eliminate this by cutting off 1 inch from the center back. And this is what we have for the pattern of this dress. Now to cut out the lower part, the flare part of this dress, I have my half length of 16 inches, my gown full length of 45.5 inches. I'm going to minus my half length from this and I'm left with 29.5. Now half inch sewing allowance at the top and 1 inch sewing allowance at the bottom gives me 31 inches. So it means my lower part of my flare is going to be 31 inches. Next, I have 3 yards of fabric and I folded 2.5 yards of this into 2. So you can see the remaining half yard here. I didn't fold the whole 3 yards. I folded just 2.5 yards from that 3 yards. I didn't want to cut out the other half yard. So fold your 2.5 yard into 2, then pick up this part on fold and turn it this way so we can have our flare. So you can see this part is on fold, which is going to be for the back. There's no joining at the back, so this is going to be the back piece, and this 2 separate piece here is going to be for the front. And we also have about 2 inches allowance at the front for the button overlap, just like we have for the upper part of the dress. I'm going to place my tape this way till I get my waist measurement plus 1 inch for sewing allowance. So 7 inches plus 1 for sewing allowance is 8. Once I've gotten my 8, I'll mark a point. Then place my tape from this tip here to that point I've marked and take it all round, making sure my tape remains at the same starting point. After marking out the curve, I'm going to measure what I have. And once I'm having my 8 inches, I will then make the curve more visible so I don't stain the fabric. Then I'll place my tape from that curve now and mark out our length of 31 inches. And for this part now, I'm moving my tape on the waistline to get the curve of the down. Move your tape on the waistline to get the curve of the down. After which I'm going to cut out what we have. Then just like we have for the button overlap of 1.5 inches, from this part on fold, I'll go out and mark 1.5 inches on this excess allowance we have here for the button overlap. I'm going to cut out. Then I'll notch where the overlap starts, so it's easy for us to identify when sewing. I'll notch it on the upper part and the lower part. So this part is on fold, this part that is separate is for the front. I'll go ahead and open up this part here. I'll open it up. So with this now, I'll mark the wrong side of this fabric. With this now, we are having our back flare and our front flare. So if you want your dress to be longer than 45.5 inches, it means you are going to be folding your flare with the whole 3 yards, and you are going to need more than 3 yards of fabric. If you are using an Ankara fabric that the length is not up to 60, you are going to be needing about 5 to 6 yards for this dress. So guys, my next video I will show us how to go about the sewing of this dress, the complete video on how to go about the sewing. Thanks for watching and bye for now.